Afternoon, everyone. Before I get too far into this, there's not too many videos that show like removing a bedside on a 06 LBZ dually. Should be similar from 01 to 2006. So it's actually pretty easy. As you can see, the reason I had to take it off was to make some repairs. I'll go over that in a second. You got some Torx along here. 13 millimeter down here. You have a few of these support brackets you got to take loose from the underside. They're also 13 millimeter. Another one there. Unplug your lights. They just have little extensions. You can unplug those. You got to take tail light out, 2 Phillips heads. You have another Torx. There's 2 more Torx down there, and then there's 2 Torx behind the light itself. And then when you take this off, you're gonna have to flip this up because it catches in this groove right here. So you're almost gonna have this fender sticking out by an angle like this. But yeah, one person, you know, it wasn't, I think it's like 20 pounds is what they say. The only place I could find to replace this, it was $1,600 for this one bedside. Understandably, it's a large piece, but I was like, I think I can learn how to do some body work and stuff like that for less than $1,600. But one second, I'll show you what I used to prep this and to fill it from the underside, where it has most of the, I guess, the prep. Most of the patch compound is on the back. This was just to kind of fill some of the gaps, and I was also missing a chunk out of this when I backed into a tree. So give me one second. Oh, one more thing before I forget. To get to these bolts, you're gonna have this plastic cover on here. I just started in the back, used the pry bar and just kind of pulled up and just moved my pry bar to the next one, just pried it up. That was pretty easy. Factory exhaust. Alright, so this is pretty much everything you need to take the bedside off. Obviously, I'd use PV Blaster because a lot of those bolts, especially underneath, are old and probably have never been removed before. So what I use to patch the cracks is this Sure Seal. Actually works pretty great. It comes in 2 parts. Whatever I did with the 2 parts. Right here. I actually used 1.5 of these, I guess. 1 and what's left of this. To do the patch, I ended up just using a piece of cardboard as a mixing table and just a Bondo spatula to spread it. And I also used, where'd it go? There it is. It's like a fiberglass, it's kind of like a sheetrock kind of tape. It's kind of help it give it some structure. You definitely, if you don't use this, it definitely is a lot more prone to cracking again. Because as I was flipping it around, because I took it off and did fix it on this workbench, you need to use this to put across your cracks to help ensure it has a better bond, more strength. So that T30 was the Torx size to get off all inside the fender well, across that top, and down that back side by the tailgate. 13 millimeter. Take out those bolts in the front of the bed and the supports and whatnot that's underneath that hold the fender out. You'll need a wrench or something flexible to get those in the front of the bolt, front of the bed. Phillips, just normal Phillips head. Get tail light out, and then, I mean, this is just a little small deal I had to do with the Torx. It angles, so it kind of made it nice to get in some of those harder to reach places. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Like I said, $1,600 to fix the bedside, and that was before even paint. I did get a Summit white primer, base coat, clear coat, paint kit. Give my hand it's, you know, painting it versus I guess paying hundreds of dollars to get it sprayed. And it's one of those where I'm not trying to spend a ton of money on something, you know, especially that I just drive from time to time. If you've been a part of the YouTube channel for very long, you'll probably recognize this from my other videos. But what nobody has seen yet, unless you know me, is the Project C10 here that I've had since I was in high school. I've had this truck since 2007. Got a small block 355 in it, 700 R4 transmission. I've been just kind of doing some prep work, getting it cleaned up. As you can see, that other side looked pretty good. We're still working on this side over here. Got a little bit of lowering, did 3 inches in spindles in the front, did some lowering in the rear. I'll probably be posting more videos on this at a later time. But thanks for watching. Have a good day.